Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Show. Please leave your bias at the door and join me for the FA Cup 4th and 5th round draws. We're going to watch along and we're going to see who your teams get. You can see who you want them to get, whether they get them, providing that they're still in the tournament. Some of us support teams that got knocked out a while ago. But there you go. Let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. And let me know, are your team still in the cup? And who do you want them to get? Get involved in the comments right now with that. The draw is going to be, I think, at 7:10. So we're just going to spend a few minutes having a look at what actually went on, who got through in the 3rd round. And they're actually going to draw the 4th round and then the 5th round. From what I've read, the 4th round draw is going to start at 10 past and the 5th round draw is going to start at 23 past. Obviously, the 5th round will have half as many ties as the 4th round. That is how cup competitions work. I think you know that. Let me know, like I said, who do you want? And is your team still in it? Because it would need to be one of these teams. There are the numbers. Where are the big boys there? Look, Tottenham number 4, Manchester United number 8, Arsenal number 12, Liverpool 23 there. So a lot of big names. With our championship hat on, you can see Bournemouth number 7, Swansea number 9, Forest 11, Barnsley 13, dearly departed there, Sheffield United 14, Millwall 15, Wickham 18, Bristol City 21, Fulham dearly departed 22, Brentford, another championship team, 24, Luton 26, Norwich championship leaders 29, and that's about all she wrote for the teams that we normally cover on the channel. So what happened at the weekend? You can see there Liverpool going through at the expense of Villa's kids, Wolves beating Palace, Millwall get through away at Boreham Wood. Everton needed extra time to beat Rotherham. Luton beat Reading, a very young Reading team. Norwich reserves beat Coventry. Forest beat Cardiff. Derby went out to Chorley again. COVID ripped through their team. Doncaster beat Blackburn away. Good result for them. Blackpool won on penalties against West Brom. Bristol Rovers were defeated at home. Sheffield United actually getting a win for the first time in forever. MK just succumbing. 94th minute equaliser and then losing on penalties to Premier League. Burnley, Sheffield Wednesday keep up their good run of results. Recently, with 2-0 win at Exeter. Bournemouth, well, that game flipped over and was actually played at Dean Court in Bournemouth. They won 4-1. Josh King with a couple of goals. I'm sure his agent would have been pleased with that in the transfer window. QPR 0, Fulham 2 extra time goals in there. Swansea survived a missed penalty against Stevenage to go through 2-0. Leicester hammering Stoke there. Stoke have been hard to go against in the Championship, but Leicester had no issues, did they? Big win for Wickham. They're bottom of the Championship, so great for them to be in the hat. Arsenal beat Newcastle. That was after extra time. Brentford beat Borough. Plymouth winning at Huddersfield. Manchester United went through at home to Watford. Saints and Shrewsbury there. That one was postponed. Barnsley, they've been in good form ever since Valerian Ismail arrived. They beat Tranmere. Bristol City, as a Chris Martin late-ish goal in that one to get the win for the Robins. Chelsea thrashed Morecambe. Cheltenham extra time beat Mansfield. Crawley, in one of the stories of the day, dispensed of Leeds 3-0. Spurs 5-0 against Marine. And Newport and Brighton. Who won that one? I don't even know who won that one after penalties. Doesn't even tell me on SofaScore. You can let me know in the chat. And tonight, and I'm looking at it, that's Edgeley Park. I've been there a few times. Ipswich always used to win at Edgeley Park. It's Stockport versus West Ham. So we are about 4 or 5 minutes from the draw. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Who do you want? Is your team still in there, for goodness sake? And who do you want? Let's have a look. Owen has got Forest badge. They always get Chelsea, don't they, Forest? So, yeah, that will be interesting. What else have we got? Trevor, Fulham fan. I don't want Man City, but we always get them. There you go. Lewis, sarcastically there, Derby fan. Both Derby and Leeds are out. So there you go. Please spare Jez, Giant Chicken, who's a Wednesday fan, says, please spare the Owls from Crawley or especially Blackpool. Normally, any other year, you want Man United away, Tottenham away, Arsenal away, make as much money as you can if you're going to get knocked out. But there's no fans in there, so you do want to be on the TV this year if you don't think you're in a chance of winning. But there you go. Hamza says, hope Forest get an easy draw. Need a confidence boost for the league. There is that side to it as well. Tyler says, Barnsley still don't want Crawley because they beat Leeds. Nick is here, looking out for Luton in the draw. I like the quiz. See what you could have won. Everyone does that, don't they? They look at the team they lost against, and then when they do get Manchester United away, we would have been there. But there you go. Forest Arsenal, says Hamza. What else have we got? Oh, yes, there is the possibility of a Sheffield derby as well. Both teams, Sheffield Wednesday improving recently, but down at the bottom of the table, let's just say. D-Jam, anyone below Norwich in the pecking order at home would be good. Love a cup run. Brandon wants Bristol City to get Manchester City. That was a cup tie a couple of years ago, wasn't it? They had a good old cup run. Jason, Everton and Bristol City, no doubt. Everton will get Liverpool. That's happened in recent years. Wasn't that the one where the guy on his crutches waved his crutches up? But yeah, there you go. Mr. E, I've had a small bet on Arsenal v Spurs, Liverpool v Everton, and Crawley v Chorley. Nice. Russ says Norwich will end up with a top 6 team away. Send the reserves if that happens, Russ. Russ is a Norwich fan. Jim, expecting a terrible away draw for Wednesday. Burnley away. Norwich will draw Stockport, says Bits. Marine was a fun game to watch. Brentford Fulham. Yeah, another local one. That would be a replay of the playoff final last season. Easy draw or big club, that's what you want, isn't it? George says the same. Hope we get a Premier League giant or Chorley. Let's see what else here. I think we're good. Yes, and we've heard about the lovely story about Declan Thompson making his debut. Been in a wheelchair for 18 months. So tremendous stuff for Declan Thompson. And for Wednesday there. Right. Let's have another look at the numbers. Remember these ones. If you can, pick out your team's number there. Again, I'll go through the real big boys there. Spurs number 4. Man United number 8. Arsenal number 12. Liverpool number 23. Manchester City number 25. I always wonder, do the TV companies want the big teams to get drawn early, for their viewing figures, or they want them in the final together, don't they? So we'll see if you believe the Bulls have been on the radiator for a little while before this draw. Let's go back to your comments here. Oh, Millwall versus Chelsea. Yes, West Ham still in there as well. Hope Brentford has an early draw. It's always amusing. The longer your team stays in there, what is going to happen? Ipswich are number 91. Ipswich obviously knocked out in the first round to a dreadfully offside goal by Sean Raggett against Portsmouth. But hey, what are you going to do anyway? What are the BBC doing? My screen has just gone red. I think we are going to head over to a woman with lovely hair who... her hair's nearly as good as mine, actually, isn't it? Actually, it's way better than mine. Reshim Chowdhury, who has fantastic hair, I have to say, is presenting the draw. And I can see Peter Crouch is going to do the honours. Did Peter Crouch ever win in the FA Cup? Would he have won the FA Cup? I don't know. Would he have been at Liverpool when they beat West Ham? Or is that too early? Someone let me know in there. Greg says Swansea v Spurs. The Joe Rodden derby, that would be. Wouldn't it? When does it start, says Jack? We are about, it should be starting right now, actually. It said 7:10. Don't want West Ham away because naughty Chris. You give Millwall fans a bad reputation, you do. Richard, it's on BBC. I think it's on BT as well. I'm watching on BBC 2, Tyler. George wants Arsenal for Barnsley. So we will find out. Let me just flash up one more time. There it is. There are the numbers of the 32 teams in the draw. They're doing their small talk segment on BBC, and they're one step behind me. They've just flashed up the numbers. Chorley, number 3 as well. We haven't mentioned them too much. They must be the lowest ranked team left in the tournament. What else have we got here? Be nice if a lot of Sheffield-based fans want a Sheffield derby here. Although I was at the last 2 Sheffield derbies and they were rubbish. Frankly, they were both 0-0. So yeah, they can up the ante from those 2 games that I paid lots of money and travelled a long way to watch. Right, Peter Crouch is putting the balls into the, whatever you'd call it, the bowl. Although I'm sure they've spent lots of money on their bowl. We'll try and keep up. I'll try and have a ticker going along the bottom as each game gets drawn. And here we go. Peter Crouch is, that's tremendous. Channeling Rod Stewart. Who's going to be the first team out? Number 32 is Cheltenham. And they are going to be playing number, I can't read that, Crouchy, 25, Manchester City. Ouch. Good luck, Cheltenham, with that one. Cheltenham versus Manchester City is our first tie. Nice, easy one for Pep, you would think there. Although he played quite a strong team. Bournemouth are next out. And they will be playing number 19, Crawley. So Cheltenham and Crawley out nice and quickly. 2 of our lower ranked teams there. Number 9 out next is Swansea, another high ranked championship team there. Having a great season, Swansea. Who are they going to get? Forest, all championship tie there. Championship fans find them incredibly boring, but it's going to be Swansea versus Forest. Manchester United, the one everyone would normally want for the gate receipts. And they play Liverpool. Wow. Well done, Peter Crouch. Man United versus Liverpool. You can see all the FA people probably furious with that one. Manchester United versus Liverpool in the Cup, 4th round. Huge game. I think they're playing in the league fairly soon as well. It's Southampton or Shrewsbury is next out. Southampton or Shrewsbury will be playing Arsenal. Theo Walcott derby, we'll call that one. Shrewsbury could get through, of course, couldn't they? Number 13 is Barnsley, doing really well in the Championship of late under Valerian Ismail. Who are they going to get? Norwich City. I think they only played about a week ago, didn't they? Barnsley and Norwich. Norwich going away to Barnsley in the FA Cup. Chorley. Who are Chorley going to get? Give them a big team. Go on. Chorley versus Wolves. Ouch. Probably not what they wanted, Chorley, is it? They probably wanted one of the real big boys. They were just lose to Wolves, weren't they? Never mind. Millwall. Can we get Millwall West Ham? Let's see. Millwall versus what number of West Ham? 6. No, we're not going to get them. Bristol City. Millwall versus Bristol City. And number 31 is Brighton. We can't get Brighton Southampton. Pompey are out. Who are Brighton going to get? Number 30, which is Blackpool. There you go. Kind of seaside derby there. Brighton versus Blackpool. Who's coming next? Should have them scrolling along the bottom there. Wycombe, bottom of the Championship. They don't want another Championship team, do they? Who are Wycombe going to get? Spurs. Nice draw for Wycombe. Wycombe versus Spurs. Jose and Harry Kane and Son are going to Adams Park. Fulham. Are we going to get Fulham Brentford like someone predicted? Or are we going to get Fulham Chelsea? Number 20, we're going to get Fulham Burnley. Less glamorous, but there you go. No offence to Burnley fans there. Tricky task. Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield Wednesday is still in. We're looking for a number 28. Can we get it? Come on. Can we get a Sheffield derby? No. Sheffield United versus Plymouth. And all the Blades and Owls fans will probably be disappointed with that one. But, hey, chance for Sheffield United to get another win on the board. Chelsea. Who are Chelsea going to get? We've still got Brentford, Luton and Wednesday from the Championship still in there. But Luton have just gone. Luton have Chelsea away. What can we call that? The Mick Harford derby. There we go. Chelsea versus Luton. It's Stockport or West Ham. That's the game that is on BBC tonight. Stockport or West Ham are going to play Doncaster. There's only 4 left. We've still got Everton and Leicester. We could get possible big tie there. Stockport or West Ham versus Doncaster was the last one. And I have run out of space on my ticker along the bottom there. So we're going to have to remember the last 2. Brentford, Leicester. And it's going to be Everton, Sheffield Wednesday is going to be the last tie. Let me know what you made of all of that. Cheltenham versus Manchester City. Bournemouth versus Crawley. Different divisions there. Swansea versus Forest, all Championship. Manchester United versus Liverpool. I wonder what's going to be on TV in this round. Southampton or Shrewsbury versus Arsenal. Barnsley versus Norwich, all Championship. Chorley get to go against Nuno and Wolves. Millwall versus Bristol City, so no Millwall West Ham draw. Brighton versus Blackpool. Wickham versus Spurs, that'd be a good TV game. Fulham versus Burnley. Sheffield United, they are only a game away or 2 games away from Sheffield Wednesday, but they don't get them. It's Sheffield United versus Plymouth. We'll call that the Neil Warnock derby. Chelsea versus Luton. We'll call that the Mick Harford derby. West Ham versus Doncaster. And the 2 that are not going to appear on the ticker because I ran out of space were Everton versus Sheffield Wednesday was the last one. And sorry, the one before that, Brentford versus Leicester, which will be a really, really good watch. I would have thought. They've got David Moyes on there. Who's he got? West Ham will play Doncaster at home if they can get through. It looks very, very cold up at Edgeley Park. Now, it's 7:18. They're going to do the 5th round draw in 5 minutes. So hang around and we'll have a look at your comments. Let's see who's happy with who they got. Let's have a look. What have we got? George says, that is crap. He's got Norwich at home. Iain, if I'm pronouncing that right, sorry, we've been through this before, haven't we? Wycombe played Spurs a couple of seasons back. They did indeed. Nick is a Luton fan. I think they've got Chelsea away. Yeah, you'll take that one, won't you? It's just a shame that these smaller clubs going away to some of the giants. Well, they don't get their paydays. But hey, COVID, everybody. Lee says the Sheffield derby is on still. Remember, we can now get this situation where the 5th round is going to be drawn and it's going to be this or this versus this or this. So it could still be one of those big games that we want. Let me know if you're happy with your draw. Zomlad says Chorley Wolves. Yeah. Well, let me know also. Let me know which ones you think are going to be televised. Obviously, Manchester United and Liverpool will be. I like the sound of Wycombe Spurs, I have to say. And then maybe a Cheltenham Man City or a Bournemouth Crawley or Chorley versus Wolves. Maybe they'll be the main televised games, although in COVID land, everything's on TV. Anyway, let's have a look at a few more of your comments. Jason says, Everton versus Sheffield Wednesday. Don't rule out Wednesday. Jacob says, big win for Bournemouth. Who did Bournemouth get, Jacob? Crawley at home. Well, yeah, they've just got to show up though, haven't they? Although Leeds may have thought that, but maybe the Bournemouth pitch might be in a bit better condition than the Crawley pitch was yesterday. But no, of course, Bournemouth will fancy their chances in that one. Jack asks, do you think they should draw the 4th and 5th round at the same time? Puts more pressures on the team. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion either way, Jack. I guess they need to know ahead of time about fixtures now, don't they? Especially this year of all years, they want to be scheduling double fixtures if needed to be. So, although they have done it before, 2 rounds in one go. What else have we got in the chat? Jim does make a good point. In Virusland, you never know how strong the big sides will be. No, you don't. And I suppose it depends what's directly before and directly after in the calendar. Mr. E says, Everton Wednesday repeated a 66 Cup final. Great stuff. Let me know if there's any classic games that I haven't mentioned. I think Bournemouth got the best possible draw, being at home in a League Two team. You would think so. What else is going on down here? Kieran says Bournemouth could be in for a shock. We will see. Everton Wednesday could go either way. Lots of thoughts on that one. Palash says, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. Nice. Brentford versus Leicester. That's a very good point, Dominic. That should be a great game, shouldn't it? 2 really nice teams to watch there. And we've been interested in Brentford. They got to go against Spurs, didn't they, in the League Cup? So we'll see how they go against Leicester. Remember, sorry, on my ticker at the bottom there, ran out of space. No Brentford versus Leicester on there, or Everton versus Sheffield Wednesday. James says, not confident that Liverpool will beat Manchester United. Unfortunately, I consider this almost the worst possible draw for Liverpool. Yeah, because I suppose it could have been Manchester City, couldn't it? But yeah, let's see. Right, we've gone back to the lovely lady with the lovely hair and Peter Crouch again. I wonder if he's going to give us a Rod Stewart. And we'll see if we can get West Ham, Millwall or Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday by proxy. David says you need to get some more tape for your ticker. I wonder if I pay extra to StreamYard, whether they'll give me more characters. Now, they've put up another new load of numbers there. All starts to get very confusing now. So we'll try and keep up as best we can. I will try and use abbreviated language. There may be some shorthand need to be used here. So here we go for the 5th round draw. Peter Crouch, a bit more subtle this time. And he has pulled out number 11, which is Fulham or Burnley. And they will play Bournemouth or Crawley. So a less easy draw for Bournemouth that time around. They're going to be going away to a Premier League team. Right, there's Manchester United and Liverpool. And who is that going to be? It's going to be, oh, crikey, Stockport, West Ham or Doncaster. So we could get an all Premier League tie there. Who's next? Sheffield United or Plymouth? Can we get Sheffield Wednesday on the end of this one, I wonder? 8. Millwall or Bristol City? No, we can't, sadly. Apologies to all of you. Sheffield supporting fans, either Wednesday or United. Chorley or Wolves is the next one out versus Southampton, Shrewsbury or Arsenal. And next one out, number 6, Barnsley or Norwich. So a championship team guaranteed through there. And they will be playing, Chelsea or Luton. So you could possibly get a Norwich versus a Chelsea there. We'll call that the Andy Townsend derby there. But, hey, don't count out Luton under Nathan Jones. Everton or Sheffield Wednesday. They will play Wickham or Spurs. So we could get Everton Spurs, if the two Premier League teams win out there. Swansea or Forest, so guaranteed championship team in this one. And they will be playing Cheltenham or Manchester City. Manchester City will like that one, won't they? Number 15 is Brentford or Leicester. We're looking forward to that one in the fourth round. And they will be playing Brighton or Blackpool in what we call the Seaside Derby. So that is your fifth round draw. I'll pop that up on the bottom of the screen. So you should be able to see that now. It is Fulham or Burnley versus Bournemouth or Crawley. So Premier League team guaranteed, non-Premier League team there. Manchester United, Liverpool versus Stockport, West Ham or Doncaster. So you could get a Stockport versus Manchester United, an interesting Greater Manchester derby there. Sheffield United, Plymouth versus Millwall, Bristol City. Could Sheffield United be doing a Wigan here? They're at the bottom of the Premier League, but they're going to be playing teams who are lower than them in the pyramid if they get through in both of these games. So good draw for Chris Wilder. Something's got to go right for Blades this season, hasn't it? Chorley or Wolves versus Southampton, Shrewsbury or Arsenal. High chance that might end up Arsenal versus Wolves, which is a pretty plumb tie. Barnsley or Norwich. So we're guaranteed a championship team through in that one. And we did have Norwich and Chelsea last season or the season before. I can't quite remember when. Maybe 3 seasons back. I don't quite recall. Didn't Norwich win? Did they win on penalties? I can't remember. Or was that a League Cup game? Or did they lose on penalties? I don't remember. But I'm sure if they're going for championship promotion, they won't be too concerned about that one. Everton, Sheffield Wednesday versus Wycombe or Tottenham. We know Jose loves a cup competition, so expect that to be Tottenham, Everton, quite probably. Swansea and Forest is a guaranteed championship team, probably against Manchester City because it's Cheltenham and Manchester City. It'd be lovely to see Steve Cooper and Swansea, no offence to Chris Hughton and Forest, going against Pep there. Very highly rated manager, Steve Cooper, in the championship. And then at the bottom there, Brentford, Leicester versus Brighton or Blackpool. I'm struggling with my own abbreviations there. Let's get your reaction in that one. Jim says, Blades there, good. A good path to a cup run. We're talking about fumbling bulbs in a velvet bag there, John. I think I might give that one a wide berth, my friend. Chris says, Bournemouth, best chance of a non-Premier League team making the quarters. Well, could be Crawley and then Burnley or Fulham. Still going to have to go away to a Premier League team. Eli says, at least getting Chelsea drawing round 5 gives some incentive. Remember, Barnsley have already played Chelsea in a cup competition this year and lost 6-0, didn't they? So they're going to be wanting that one. Swansea were robbed last time versus City. Yeah, there was a FA Cup game a couple of years. Dan James announced himself there if he hadn't already, scored an incredible goal. Now that ticker is confusing. Tell me about it, Noah. I'm trying my best. It should make some sense there. Barnsley, Luton. Is that a possibility? The League One shootout from not last season, the season before. They were first and second. Look forward to welcoming Lampard to Carrow Road, where he's had a good time recently, hasn't he, Lampard? I remember winning with Derby there and with Chelsea last season. Brickan wants that revenge as well. Swansea, Manchester City. Peaky, sod that, might as well lose. Chris Sutton Derby, love it. Robert, there you go. Let's go with Robert Fleck. Sod Andy Townsend. Hey, he was in a great Norwich team, Andy Townsend, in '89, wasn't he? He finished 5th or 6th in the league or something. Norwich with Andy Townsend, good side. That was. I don't like Bristol City versus Millwall, but it is what it is. Hey, you're at home. Who commented that? Brandon. You're at home, my friend. Would Norwich play full strength? No, of course they won't. James says, perhaps if the Champions League is suspended, then Klopp more likely to field his strongest 11. Yeah, he could just, come on. No one's going to field a weak team, surely, in a Manchester United-Liverpool game. Cods, we're at Fleetwood. Where did they get to, Ben? Where did they get to? They go out at the same stage as Ipswich, I guess, did they? Revenge on Chelsea for Carabao Cup game. So there are your 2 draws. If you can make head nor hair of my ticker at the bottom there. Obviously, boring as us Championship fans in the main may find it. Manchester United versus Liverpool. The advertising people and the TV people will be having lovely dreams about that one, weren't they? If only they could open up their hospitality boxes. But a big game in there. And a few Championship teams guaranteed through into the 5th round. Well, definitely EFL teams definitely going to be going through. Bournemouth or Crawley are definitely going to be going through. Millwall or Bristol City definitely going to be going through. Barnsley or Norwich, one of them's definitely through. And Swansea and Forest as well. So we have EFL representation over in the 5th round when that does happen. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Great numbers in the stream tonight. I've really, really enjoyed it. If you want to comment after the fact, let me know what you think about the draw. I'm going to be back tomorrow, and I thought I was doing, what did I think I was doing? Sheffield United versus Newcastle. But am I under the impression that Millwall are playing one of their rearranged games? So we might, in fact, there's Luton and QPR. Let me have a think about what we're going to do tomorrow, because we've got a dearly departed game. We've got Sheffield United and Newcastle. In fact, let me know in the chat what you want me to do. Or we could super stream Luton QPR and Bournemouth Millwall. Are those televised? And then we've got Brentford and Bristol City on the Wednesday as well. So we'll have a figure out what we are going to do, whether we go dearly departed Premier League or not. Right. Thank you, everybody. Cheers to Joel. Cheers to Dallas and Jim and John. Twitter poll. There's only one way to find out, Russ. Hey, we'll see. We'll find out who's on TV. Look, if we're going to get a watch-along crowd, I don't mind paying for the I follow. Smash the like on the way out, and the Bournemouth game is on, I think, says Bits. So we'll have a look at that. Right. Thank you all for joining me. I'm about to go and get very cold and walk the dog. Hope you are happy with whoever your team got. If you're lucky enough, still to have your team in the tournament. So thank you very much for watching. It's a big over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.